What's up, gamer?
Man, I had people tagging me today asking about progression. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard that I need to watch this specific episode. So
Oh, do they play like a Farfa or something?
I don't know. I don't know. What is it? Megaton? Like
Yeah, it is Megaton.
I can't even, I have no clue what's going on there. So yeah. No, I've been good. Man, I don't know. Like, I talked to you a little bit about this off stream, but like, it's just like exhausting, right? Like, I don't know if you saw that call out post about us on Reddit.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. You talking about the Tenpai thing?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
like
so mad. They're so mad. I love it.
I don't know. Anyway, for context, like there was a Reddit post with like 900 updates on.
You know what?
Reddit.
Actually, fuck the train. Let's just do this. Let's just talk about this while you're here. We'll do.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Basically, it's just like a highlight reel of me, Joseph, and Josh
and mostly
shitting on
you.
Tenpai.
It's like mostly you. I was like, Yugi-tubers were wrong, and we're like 2 minutes into a 3-minute video, and it's still Farfa, and I'm like, geez, someone.
The most annoying thing was like you outwardly like just straight up said like this is garbage, right? This deck is shit. But like I don't know why the focus was on me for like half the video because I was trying to gas it up a little bit, but
I'm
anyway
pretty mad about that, to be honest. Like what the fuck? I'm always gonna be in the shadow of Farfa. Where
yeah, okay.
I literally I cannot.
The thing
find
was like, okay,
happened?
to be fair, it's the guy who made it and posted is a regular of mine. And I thought it was really funny. I did like it. It is funny, right? It's in jest, like haha, like we're saying Tenpai shit, and it's like you just have these like scrolling screens of like first place, second place, first place, and it's like yes, I will hold my spirit message L on this one.
Well, I won't. Here it is. I found it. All right, chat. Let's watch this.
Here's the thing, though. Now the thing that like really exhausted me like mentally is just like how mean like some people were in the comments. You know?
Oh yeah. Here, let me.
Like, really mean.
Your fire dragons.
Okay, do you want to play it first, or...
I am, yeah.
Is this a battle phase-centric archetype?
Okay.
Please no. Please no, please no. Please no. Can we not make, like, battle-centric archetypes, dude? Once per turn during the battle... Oh, come on! Is this just Synchro War Up? The problem is the battle phase is a bit shitty. I mean...
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Like, it's still like fucking battle phase, isn't it? Right? Like that's still the issue. It's like it's still battle phase, but maybe it'll play a little bit like Zodiac or something, right? Normal summon, enter battle phase, special summon, synchro summon. You know what I mean? What a weird like.
This one's fun because you're describing why it would be good, and they're like, "What a moron!"
But there's no benefits.
That's why it's so frustrating. It's like,
right?
they
Like,
listen.
attacking doesn't seem to have any benefits. Trident Dragon. Oh, don't tell me this archetype is like a reference to this guy. Is that it? The entire archetype is just
we
like
all know
Farfa's
wrong.
this guy?
Farfa's wrong all the time. He's a moron.
no shot,
he's
right?
an imbecile.
This was very cool, by the way. This is one of the first synchro monsters I ever owned.
He was talking about how cool it is.
Is this deck good? Wait, what is this deck good? Yo, listen, OTKing
this
through
deck
prosperity
good?
is fucking nuts, right?
Surely
It's-
not.
In a vacuum, as great as like the power level seems, it's just battle phase pie chart, which is really the only thing that's deterring me from this. You know, like all of these really good, powerful effects, but they're in the battle phase.
First
and I
place.
just don't know
Second
how
place.
reliable
First
it is to play a deck that is exclusively just an OTK base. Like you just shove garbage into this deck, like you know, anti-magic arrows.
Like this is you correctly identifying how the deck is going to play.
I called it. Like,
And they're like, "What a moron!" Okay, this one is legitimately. I do shit on the deck the entire time. It's awful. They're terrible. So like you know that this sucks, right? I'm sorry, right? This is awful.
Bro whipped up the
So like a
Book of Moon
big
cancel.
guy in attack position kills this, right? I mean, a negate kills this, a pop kills this, Book of Moon kills this. That's all true. That's still true. These are awful. They're not good at all. They're not remotely good. Dyer going, oh yeah, cards have outs. But yeah, when the out is every card that every deck is playing, though, then those cards are not very good. All the cards in Rescue Ace don't beat this archetype. Okay, this is super disingenuous. Oh, we'll just get to it. What is this deck doing against, I don't know, a Contain? Like, I can't think of a scenario in which this deck could ever be done.
Bro said
Like, I'm trying, but like, yeah, I legitimately
contain 'em.
can't imagine
Hit 'em with
the
the
cards
contain.
Unchained could draw. That would
Okay, let's get Josh's. Let's see how Josh fucked
I don't
this
think
up.
this is a meta like deck.
That's the one thing Josh said. I don't think it's a meta deck. Oh my god, they're so dumb. Okay, let's go
They're
through
so
this.
biased. Why did Josh get like a 1 second like?
Well,
you know,
because
haha, told you so at the end.
Oh, because they correctly understand your audience fucking hates you. My audience fucking hates me. But Josh's audience, they will die for him. They're like, I will lay down my life for Mr. Schmidt. They're gonna like you put a clip of Josh being wrong about something, and they're like, oh, that's really interesting that Josh was wrong about this. Here's something I'm right about: your home address. Bada bing. Like they're taking precautions. I can feel that. Okay. I actually do want to talk about this a little bit because first off, everything you say is spot on. Like it's you being like first opinion being like these decks aren't very good. And I love how they're like, oh, the battle phase decks aren't good. What about Gladiator Beast? It's like, oh yeah, man, that shit's like, crazy.
Dude, oh my god, my chat loves to argue with me because I was like, okay, name one good battle phase deck, and then everyone just said Glad Beast. It's like, okay, sure, 15 years ago.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, the other thing is, Synchro Warrock. That's not you being mean to it. I mean, you bought Warrock. But okay, here's the thing I love. First off, you glaze Trident Dragon in this. You're like, oh, it's so cool. It's awesome. This is one of the first guys I had. And they're like, he's in every deck, moron. And it's like, well, that's not an argument against what he's saying. But I love this. I love getting sent this video where they're like, oh, yeah, well, this can do 37,000 damage. And every time I see this, I'm like, so? You don't win the game by doing 37,000 damage. You win the game by doing 8,000 damage.
Here's the thing, right? Irrespective of correct or right? Irrespective, right? People don't understand. Like, these are clips of, like, our raw first impression having read the cards 20 seconds prior. No. Like, that's all it is.
I'm standing by this one. They continue to, like, firstly, show a bunch of pie charts in which Tenpai Dragon is not the best deck. Oh, man. You guys are so wrong. Tenpai Dragon's at 5.8% in this one. Oh, wow, you morons. And then
that's crazy that they just like showed that a 5.8. Like that's just rogue.
They start showing first, and then they run out of first, and they're like, second. It got second. I don't know it, but like, listen, I don't want to be this mean, and I know, oh my god, OCG results don't count, etc. I think that's a really shitty way to look at the card game. I think OCG results are super helpful, but there's two things that completely fuck this up, right? The first is that the OCG has a number of floodgates that we don't. Like a significant amount of these decks are just fucking playing
doubling
casing.
Down, chat.
And a lot of people are like, well, Kaiser Coliseum, is it necessary to play the deck? It's like, okay, I understand, but it sure seems like it helps. I don't know,
Joseph. Like my approach earlier was, I held my spirit message. You're doubling down here.
Yeah, and they got red reboot in the side. If you look at these decks, the only thing that Tenpai is doing is it is a really low investment combo in that you only have to play 10 main deck cards that wins the game through Nibiru. It's just like a low investment combo that plays around Nibiru, right? And then it's playing 30 non-engine. Like, a lot of people in the comments to this one are like, well, that's functionally what Snake Eye is. And it's like, not at all. Snake Eye is not playing 30 non-engine. Come on. Be reasonable. And then they blast me here for being like, oh, this deck isn't better than Unchained. And there's like, where's Unchained? I don't know. Where is Unchained? What do you think? Maybe there's something that might be impacting how playable Unchained is in this format? Also, this Rescue Ace thing. There's hits to Rescue Ace. There's no hits to this deck yet. All I'm saying is that I would not be surprised if Tenpai is a good deck. I think it is not. I think that we are going to see it come over here and do insanely
hold
poorly.
on. That's a cop-out here. You can't just give, like, nuance and gray area like that. You have to be binary here. You have to say, is the deck going to be good or bad? Right?
I think it will be bad.
Way to understand
I think it will come over here and
for us to
completely
eviscerate
flop.
you 5 months from now.
I think it's going to flop.
You think it's going to be a flop?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
think
if you're watching this on the Progressies, I'm divorcing myself from this man's opinion here. I think Tenpai will do okay in TC. I think it'll get tops. I think it'll do well.
A great man once told me, when faced with irrefutable evidence that you're wrong, don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down. And I agree. I gotta agree. I think this archetype is ass. I think that we're seeing a bunch of tops during a hilariously bad format. 80% of these games are being played fucking best of one. People are boarding fucking threatening roar. Like, at what point do you throw in the towel? When your deck loses to threatening roar? I think that's pretty early.
So anyway, like I was saying, right? Like, my issue is that like the video's funny. It's just a funny gag.
It's a very funny video. It's
great.
Quite,
but like the comments, dude, like they were really like, man, Farfa needs to like just do something else. He clearly hates this profession as a job, and like that's like so hurtful. It's like, do you know what I hate about my job? I'll be honest. Do you know what I hate about my job? Interacting with you people. Yeah. That's the shit that pisses me off. It's the comment section. That's the only downside.
It is so strange here. When faced with this video, my immediate response is being like, "No, I'm not wrong. I'm right." And I legitimately could care less about the comments. But yours is like, I'll take the L, but these comments are out of control. I'm just like, maybe it's like the only people I respect are the people who can open up After Effects for 15 minutes and throw together something like this.
I respect that. I very much respect that.
Let's see what we got. To be fair, most of the competitive community thought it was going to be ass. Yeah.
Dude. Let's turbo some mental health, okay? What you got to do is scroll all the way to the bottom, and then Control F, and then type in MBT.
Okay. Here, let's do that. Oh wow, it's one page of comments. MBT.
Oh yeah.
Only 4 of them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's what we got. Farfa has terrible opinions of the game. The response: not as bad as MBT, but yeah, he's not the brightest. Got me. I got a little cooked. Farfa's a fucking moron, but he's no MBT. Jesus Christ. I don't know how that guy gets outplayed by a pair of jeans. He's putting those shits on wrong leg hole at a time. Let's keep going. Farfa and especially MBT are the last people I'm going to watch for competitiveness of a deck, lol. I'd sooner watch Team Sam because he has actual results and wins. Okay, 2 things about this. 1, amazing. I love people who are like, damn, Team Sam's good now. I guess Blue Eyes is the best deck. It's great. And 2, the fuck? You have results. You have like a Nats top. What the fuck are they talking about?
Like, I remember I got into this exact cycle like 3 years ago, and I made an open challenge to Reddit. I will go top my next regional, and I top 4'd that regional with a rogue deck, and I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of the drama. I don't know. Maybe
regional
I need to go win worlds
count.
Or something to prove.
It's got to be. You have to win worlds.
I don't know.
See if
someone said like,
oh,
listen, it's just like, yeah, that's funny that the world champion has one YCS top, by the way. Shout outs to Quantal. But yeah, someone in chat said like, oh well, of course there's gonna be mean people when there's like 100. But like, look at that comment. It's got 60 upvotes. It's 60 upvotes of just someone just straight up saying like, yo, he's stupid. Like, no argument. There's no like, explanation. It's just like, hey Farfa, if you're reading this, you're a dumbass. You're just a stupid person.
Oh,
like,
I got one of those
so
the other
mean.
day of someone who was like, and MBT, I know you're reading this because you can't take criticism. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm on Reddit. I'm just on Reddit.com. I'm sorry. Me in a worst take competition when I look at the other side and there is Farfa and MBT. Can I get some solo heat here? Holy fuck. Stop lumping me in with this fucking European. God. Oh, and then the 4th one is my name. That's all I got. That's all I got. They were like, oh, MBT, whatever. I was so critical of this deck, and they were like, Farfa, the guy who spent 80% of it being like, I like Trident Dragon. Fuck that guy.
Oh, that's the annoying thing. It's like they didn't even listen. Oh my god, dude. Anyway, look, this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
I love making fun of myself. I can take a joke. I love the gags. When someone said me when I'm in a bad take competition, my opponent is Farfa. That's hilarious. That's fucking funny.
So
but then there's
good.
people who are just like, yeah, you're like a dumbass. Like, you're just a stupid person. Like, I don't like
these
you. Like,
people
what
don't
why?
matter.
That's just, what's the joke there? Like, what's the joke there?
None for Joseph. Nice try, chat, though. Yeah, I don't know. Farfa has terrible...
Guys, and there said Josh isn't that good. I mean, well, yeah, like, he had to get carried by Emery, so...
That's true. I will never forgive him for that Warrock versus Goat vid. The guy playing the Warrock deck sucked. Oh... Farfa, I will never forgive you for that video. That video fucking ruined my life.
Why? What's the fallout on your side?
I don't know. I have no idea what you could be mad about here. Um,
Well, yeah, I played against Warrock with goats, and I won because I Trinity'd him. He bricked for 4 turns, and then I just beat down with like Tribe or something. And like I don't know, I guess people still have a fucking chip on their shoulder for that 4 years later. God damn.
Jackson
sorry, I didn't
says
mean to swear
MBT
there.
hate is like MBT's opinions are kind of off, and Farfa hate is like I think he should die immediately.
That's what it feels like, man. Like
Well,
what did I do?
I don't know what to tell you. You know what? I hate to be like this. I think it's racism. I think that they're like, MBT, he's just a quirked up little white boy.
Oh my god. Can we please get some more like inshallahs and some brothers in the chat here on my side? Like, come on.
Ramadan Mubarak, dude. Are you fasting?
It is never not time to go fast.
Oh
yeah,
man,
I am.
Are you? So
Day
is
number
it
1 in the bag here.
is it nighttime there yet?
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. Surely you know the time differences by
No,
now, right?
not at all.
Surely. Ah.
Well,
Do you think like I'm just dude, like most Americans think like the USA is just like on a globe of like most probably at least I would hope most of you think it's on a globe, right? And then there's just like water like around it, and there's just nothing else, like just ocean, just spans of nothing.
well, that's
And then maybe
literally
like
true.
Japan on the other side.
Oh, I got
And then Europe is just like the Big Ben
It's not.
in London.
It's
and
not
that's
just us though. It's you people are like that too. I got in a fight today on Twitter with some fucking turf, who was
Wow,
they were
Joseph
like,
on a fight on Twitter? Ain't no way.
I know, shocking. And she was like, "You asshole!" Like, she was like, honestly, had anyone who went through the schools in the 2000s ever experienced like a sex ed program that talked about trans people? And I was like, yes. And she was like, actually, that's impossible. You're lying. The GRNT was not it was not validated until 2002, and the SPNY was not validated until 2008. And I'm like, what is she talking about? I looked these up, and they're like British ordinances that make it illegal to like talk about gay people. And I'm like, do you think I'm British? What, do you think this is the only fucking country that exists? No, there's a much better country immediately to your left. Like, what do you want? I think it's like maybe it's a British thing and it rubbed off on us because we were British. But we really do think the only nation is America. And like, I think the British only think the only nation is Britain.
I don't think that's true. Maybe I don't know. Like in our media, like everything is kind of like the British Isles. We get really mad during football season in Scotland because they always talk about like we're gonna win, and by we they mean England.
I see.
So that's like usually something that annoys us. But other than that, like I think we recognize that the good old U.S. of A. exists.
Well, if you need evidence that we don't believe that other nations exist, I'm discounting the entirety of OCG tops to prove a point. I'm like.
Listen, I will always like this is the hallmark that I go for. It's ladies and gentlemen, the world champion of the NEWCQ, Jeremy Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen. Clap, 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 clap. Not one person was. Everyone in that profile was just clapping. That's my
He was
favorite
literally
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the
Deck
world
profile
champion.
of all time. He's the world champion of NEWCQ.
Do you know what
Jeremy
we call?
Mitchell.
Do you know what we call the finals of the United States baseball season? Do you know what we call the last game?
Yeah, the World Series.
Yeah, dude, it's the world. Zawardo.
I don't know if this is just like some like meme in the
Well,
grapevine, but I heard that.
Football the World Cup.
Yeah, Joseph, every nation in the world has the ability to qualify for the World Cup. It isn't just like Britain and like Germany.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but like, isn't like America like unironically not the best like team at American football? Like, didn't like Japan beat them one year or something?
American football?
I could be like making this up.
Oh,
like at Hand Egg.
I have no idea about American football. I have we even played like an
international?
Baseball?
Sorry, my bad.
Baseball's strange because Japan has like a huge baseball population, and like I think Cuba is really good at it too. But basically, what happens is if a player gets good enough over there, we just steal them.
What do you mean, like, just offer them citizenship? Like, come over here, sign a couple
we
documents.
We offer them, like,
pledge the
several
allegiance.
$1 million, and we go, all right, come on over, buddy. English ain't that hard. Get this shit done, and you will live like a king.
I heard the greatest take about the American Pledge of Allegiance last night, and it was like, you know, when you say like something, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice
yeah.
for all.
So I heard that if you take the under God and you replace it with on God, you just get filled with so much national pride you can just like burst through walls.
One nation, on God, indivisible. Holy shit!
Like,
That's
don't you just
good.
feel really proud right now?
Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna be using that. That's what I'm gonna say when I play fucking Tenpai Dragons.
Battle phase on God for real, for real.
One fader on God. Boom. Oh my God.
Is that Dyer I see in the chat? Dyer, where's my video for tomorrow? Dyer, where's my video for tomorrow, Dyer? Sorry.
Classic dire question.
Anyway, what's new with you? You said I missed something at the start. I don't know if you announced anything. Did
Nah,
I
I
miss
didn't
it?
do anything. I'm just chilling.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it. All right. Scatter. Good night, chat. Have a good
Night.
day. Have a good
Have a
stream.
good
Bye.
one. That guy should die. He was wrong about Tenpai Dragon. What a nice young man.